Hey guys, I'm back for another video. Today we're playing another Let's Play episode. So as you can see, I finished off the barn off camera. So this will be a chest room. As you can see, I've already got a couple of chests in here. As my home is getting a bit overcrowded with stuff. As we move on, so today we'll just be building a stable. There's a creeper right behind me, which I do not notice, and in a second I will get blown up. Yeah, I didn't never notice that while I was recording, so I overvoiced these, as you can see. And then there's a creeper on on top of my house. That'll probably despawn though. Yeah, so we're building a stable. We did find a saddle. I was fishing and I found a saddle. And a horse. I also have a horse that I have saddled. He's just in the barn right now because I used him as that. So we're just going to get this built. The way I make it is quite actually simple. It is very simple design. I don't really go to like high tech or anything like that or something weird. I was just trying to do some like basic. I think I just have one horse. He is actually decently fast, so he'll be good for when we go exploring. I'm gonna also get a donkey, just in case we go like on more builds, and I'm building like far away, so I have more inventory. The sugar boxes are not here yet, or I don't really have. I've never really seen Enderman in this world as such. So it's kind of a bit weird. I need an ender chest soon. I don't know what the crafting recipe is, but I'll probably try and get one just to have, because it'll be much easier for when we are building. So yeah, I've also been looking at other people's Minecraft Let's Plays, mostly PE ones, and like there's some really good ideas that I get from them and stuff like that. So I think it's really nice. And this was gonna be a Skywalk episode, but I decided not really to do a Skywalk because I've been like working on this world quite a lot this week. So I decided to make an episode of it anyway. Skyblock might return next week, but it might not be till the week after. Maybe I'll see which way I'm going. Sort the schedule out a bit. But you should see an episode next week. I don't know which way I'll work it, but I'll have it worked out some way that we can get an episode up. But I know you guys do enjoy the Let's Play because like it does get more views than most things on the channel, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Yeah, either way. Yeah, so I was looking at other people's Let's Plays. They do have actually some really good ideas, like an underground base and stuff like that. So I really do like that. And it's not an episode where without clicking the tab button, isn't it? Yeah, they have some really good ideas, like an underground like base and like mines and stuff like that. And I think it's really cool to have. So I kind of look for that for inspiration for builds. It's not direct copying, but it's kind of like inspiration to build something like that. I don't know about like this Let's Play will last for a good while. I'm never going to start season 2 or anything like that. I think that's like bad. I don't really like when people rush Let's Plays or like live stream them all, and then I have a couple of problems with people live streaming their Let's Play. The couple of problems that I have is you can't really watch them really. Like live wise, you can't really like watch the full thing unless you really have time. But I prefer an episode format, and I think a lot of other people do, because either somebody just does camera work offline, which is perfectly fine. But I think live streaming is not the best. Maybe if you're going to fight maybe the Wither or the Ender Dragon, but I think live streaming is really just like, are you trying to rush this or something? I don't know about like I'm not gonna go by season. It's gonna be until this world just becomes unplayable and laggy. I will stop. Like I might have to get like a Windows 10 PC so I can like run it. There's some people like with like 500. The Let's Play that I'm watching now, which is a really good one. It's by a teacher called Dallas. I forget what his other name was. The rest of it was, I think it's like Dallas 65. And basically his world is on Windows 10, and he was like playing on iPhone before. His world on Windows 10 is about like 500 megabytes, which is a lot, like in any case. But like I don't want to get overcrowded either. And like he couldn't really play on his phone. That's why I switched to Windows 10 because like it became really unplayable and his battery like fried. Like it kind of makes sense though, because like it's so hard to run that. Because like if this world's not like at 30 frames per second, it's just gonna not work. Like I think as phones progress, like you'll actually be able to run a actual 500 megabyte world. My door keeps creaking, creaking. So I don't know what the hell that is. I think it's just the wind. But either way, like as phones progress, like you'll just see you have to handle like a 500 megabyte world and stuff like that. There'll probably no lag, you know. See, people complain about lag so much on MCP. The thing is, it's not really the developer's fault. It's about your kind of device as well. It's like people's devices are kind of old, especially younger generation, where they might get their phone from their parents, and it could be only like it could be about 2 to 3 years old at least, and it does a major like effect as well. You know, it might not run at the fastest of frames. Even still, there's some problems with like bigger devices like Nvidia Shield. Nvidia Shield is like the best for mobile gaming in any case, but even still, that has lag problems as well. So it's kind of about your device as well. Plus kind of developers, but not like the developers can only do so much with the way that they make the stuff, but especially younger kids, like they usually get probably a old phone from the parents, which is probably about 2-3 years old, as I said, and that could be run Android 3.0 or 4 at least, 4.0. I'm running Android 5.0. Mine is a €170 device. It's a Samsung Galaxy J3, so it is decent for a goer, but it might only like last a year, and then it might just like screw up completely. I'm not sure really about iOS devices, but even still, they can have some problems as well. But anyways, we will see some advancements in technology, and it should be alright. Like, I mean, you're really only playing Minecraft. It doesn't really take too much, I suppose. I'm going to put glass panes where I'm cutting out holes. I'll leave the roof open, I like that. So I just need to get some glass panes from our house, and we should be fine. So, I hope to finish off our chest room, probably, but I need more wood. I always need wood. I don't know about going to the Nether in any episode. I was thinking about it, but we will see how that goes. Heard that much, I think. Yep. I'm still playing on 1.0.7.0, because if I go on 1.8 it gives up all these like weird things. I can't see my coordinates either, and it kind of just comes up with like the coding text. It's a bit weird, but I went to like 1.1 or 1.0.9 comes out or something like that, so I can get that fixed. But I can still play on quite a lot of servers, even still, so it should be fine. I need to work out a schedule again, because this week's kind of been off, and I kind of just been doing, like, picking what I have, so I need to set up a schedule for next week, so I can see which way. Well, you still get 5 uploads, but I don't know what, like, I'll upload next week, so I'll have to sort that out. I don't know how this looks. I don't think this looks great. I don't know. I think this looks bad, but I might add something later on it. I don't know if it'll look nice. No, it doesn't really look too. It's on vibrating because I get on vibrate. I don't know why. I usually put on silent because it's easier. and it doesn't annoy me. Okay, I think it's fine. Alright, so I think we'll leave it at that for today's episode, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you guys next one. Goodbye. We should have the horse in by the next episode. I do let it, but it was going to let the footage plan, but it's way too much of a struggle, so I hope you guys did enjoy either way. And I'll see you guys next one. Text them, guys. Goodbye.